Alright, now with this video, we're going to finish with this topic of equations with pronumerals on both sides. And this time we're going to work with exercise 6 from the Diagnostic Test, 7 from our book International Mathematics 2. And that exercise is waiting for us on the blackboard. And let's try to solve exercise A. So, in exercise A, we have 2a plus 1 equals to a plus 7. Okay, well, that it's a little bit awful. I'll do it one more time. A plus 7. There it is. And don't forget, we must first leave the pronumerals on only one side of the equation. The pronumerals are those terms with the unknown. I'm going to leave the pronumerals on the left side of the equation. You can do it on the right side of the equation. And, well, we must send this a, which must be on this side of the equation, and we have to change its sign from positive to negative, to a minus a equals to, alright, on this side of the equation, I'm going to leave the independent terms or those numbers that don't have the unknown. Here we have the 7. 7 hasn't changed its side, so it won't change its sign. But 1, it's on the left side and must change its sign. So from positive, it goes to negative. And now that we have done this, we can subtract or add what we have to do. First, 2a minus a, it's equal to a. And 7 minus 1, it's 6. That's the end of this equation. We have solved it. A is equal to 6. That's all. That's all what we have to do. Let's try it with one another. Let's try it with exercise C. In C we have 4k minus 1 equals to 5 minus 2k. Once again, don't forget that we must first leave all the pronumerals on only one side of the equation. We have the 4k here, we are going to leave it there, but we must change this 2k, which is negative, and we must send that 2k, which is negative, to the other side as positive. So we have 4k plus 2k. Alright, let's see what is going to happen on the other side. On the other side, we already have this 5, which is positive, and since it hasn't changed its side, it doesn't have to change its sign. But the 1 must change its side, so it must go from this side to the other side, from negative to positive. 5 plus 1. Okay. Now that we have done this, we must add or subtract. Here we must add 4k plus 2k, which is equal to 6k. And 5 plus 1, it's equal to 6. Now, we haven't isolated the unknown. Let's remember that isolate the unknown, it means to leave the letter alone. But this letter is not alone, because we have a 6 that it's multiplying the k. So we must go to the other side, doing the opposite of multiplying. And the opposite of multiplying is divide. 6 divided by 6. But we can simplify that fraction, and 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1. And that's the end of the exercise. Don't forget, the first thing we have to do is leave the pronumerals on only one side, and leave all the independent terms or the numbers without the unknown on the other side. Let's remember, like terms should be with alike terms. Letters with letters, independent terms, or just numbers with numbers, okay? Why is it that? Because we can't subtract 4k minus 1. It's the same to say that we are going to subtract 4 apples minus 1 pencil. Okay, it's impossible to do that. The same here. Now we have 4k plus 2k. We can add that, and here we have 5 plus 1. We can add that. All right. So that's this exercise. You try to do exercise B and D. They're quite easy. I know you will do it just fine. And I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Goodbye.